because like these guys are typically like man children who believe that like everything has to be a comedy or a drama. Because like that's always what they do, is that they always say, well, like, the movie's not as funny as other movies, and it's not as emotionally driven as other ones. Kind of refusing to acknowledge like the reality is that this is honestly a completely different genre than anything else. These are like pure adventure flicks, and not in the sense that like of the generic superhero things where it's like slice of life like mixed with like the occasional action scene. You are going into this and getting an hour and a half of intense, really well produced action with like some humor and some good character moments, but like again, I keep seeing people understate like the reality of these movies is that they look better than their direct competition. When you look at something like Toy Story 5, what you get is this really like inflexible, boring, like just kind of emotionally like pandering, just copes, like, oh man, my kids, they're poorly behaved because of the iPad. That's the level of like discourse we're seeing with like modern films now, is that everything has to have some kind of like socio-political commentary, or it has to push an agenda, or it has to be like trying to deflect the blame onto other things. So kids aren't a problem because of parents or the education system, or because they're simply like inferior human beings. No, let's blame the iPads. Okay, like kids can't have discipline. They can't learn anything. Like, oh, what do you expect me to do? Train my kid? Says the liberal parent.